All right, happy Monday, you guys. It has been a great weekend, and now we're back to Monday, starting the week over, but we're blessed, right? We're super blessed. So I just wanted to say hello and hop on and show you this really yummy recipe for dinner tonight. Chicken bacon ranch casserole. Yeah, hello. You say cheese and bacon, I'm in. And you add some Alfredo, I'm really in. So I never said it was healthy. It's delicious, small portions, right? Portion control. So we're gonna start off by boiling some penne noodles. You guys are gonna need a box of penne. This is a 1 pound box. I just put a little bit of olive oil in a pot of cold water, bring it to a boil, throw your noodles in until they're just soft, al dente, and then you're gonna drain them and set them aside because you're gonna need it for your casserole. We are gonna make the Alfredo sauce homemade. I suppose you could save some time and you could buy a jar of Alfredo sauce at Kroger or wherever, or Fry's as it's called out here. But I really love my Alfredo recipe and I'm gonna make my own. It's super easy. It doesn't take too long to make, so why not just make it from scratch? It tastes better in the long run. And my other best friend, y'all know I'm a super duper fan of the rotisserie chicken. Why? Because I don't have to cook it. Yeah, it saves me time. I just shred it up and I use it. You can use it in so many different recipes. You know, it just has so many different uses. It's a time saver because I know all of you ladies and gentlemen out there have busy lives. You work, you take care of kids, you run kids around, you have obligations. And when it comes to dinner time, who wants to sit and boil a chicken? I don't. Why not buy a rotisserie and you can use it? You're gonna need some bacon. I'm gonna use about maybe 6 slices, and this is the fully cooked bacon that you can just zap in the microwave. Again, time saver. You just throw it in the microwave and it crumbles really good, and I want something that's gonna crumble really good for the recipe. A package of ranch seasoning mix. We're gonna need that. And half a block of cream cheese, so 4 ounces, a whole stick of butter. You're gonna need a cup of shredded Parmesan and 2 cups of heavy whipping cream. That's gonna be for our Alfredo, and I'm gonna walk you through step by step. So this water is boiling now, and I'm gonna drop my penne in there, and I'm gonna just boil it, like I said, until it's al dente, and we're gonna shred up our chicken, and then I'm gonna hop on, I'm gonna show you exactly what to do. Dump that in there, get rid of the box, okay? I'm just gonna give it a little stir just so those noodles are separated in there. Now just boil it until, like I said, they're al dente and they're kind of soft. And then drain them, set them aside for your casserole, okay? So I'm gonna pause just for a minute so I can go ahead and shred up this rotisserie chicken. I might sneak a few bites because I really like it. The whole family is outside swimming, of course, while Mother is slaving away in the kitchen. I look like 10 miles of bad road. Arizona has something in the air that's making my allergies go crazy. My eyes have been watering nonstop. So I'm gonna pause, I'll be right back and we'll get busy. Okay, so my noodles are all cooked. They're just soft enough. I drained them, I left them in the pot, just leave them sit there. And I took 6 slices of that pre-cut bacon. Makes life really easy. You can cook up your own bacon. The best bacon, I promise you, is if you have an air fryer, put it in the air fryer. Comes out perfect, you guys. Love my air fryer. Okay, gonna just throw those in for about a minute. Let them cook away. And now we're gonna get started on that Alfredo sauce. I promise you, don't be intimidated by the Alfredo because it's super easy to make and you'll be so happy that you did it. I chopped up 3 cloves of garlic that are over here on the side. I have a half block of cream cheese right here. And we're gonna put that in our pan with our stick of butter. These are like half sticks, but so you need a whole stick of butter. I know, with the cheese and the butter, I seriously don't know how I don't have heart issues, but I think it's because most of the time we eat stuff, like at dinner I might make something like this that's super rich and has some kinds of fat in it. But for like lunch, I'll have a salad, and we're active. We go for walks, and it's all about portion control and sizes, right? To eat like this every day is definitely not what you want to do. It's super rich in fat, but it's super rich in flavor too, and it's delicious. Okay, so here's my bacon. 1 minute, and it's gonna be nice and brown, and you can crumble it up really good. So just set it on the side. Let's turn on our pan. I am not used to having an electric stove. Not a fan. I really miss my gas stove, but it's a trade-off. I get to live in Arizona and I have to have an electric stove, so be it. Okay, now, half a block of cream cheese. This is gonna seem like it doesn't wanna melt. When you put the cream cheese in the pan, you're gonna be like, why isn't this melting? It's a little bit easier if you just take a knife and kind of cut it into cubes before you put it in the pan. It kind of helps a little bit. And just have a whisk. Where did I put my whisk? Right here. Okay, so just have one of these, and as it's cooking down, you just keep stirring it. And eventually, when you add the cream and stuff, it's gonna melt right in there. So now, like when I make regular Alfredo for my Alfredo roll-ups, or just a big pot of chicken Alfredo or something like that, I use Italian seasoning mix, but not today. Today, instead of throwing in that Italian seasoning, we're gonna use this package of ranch dressing mix. It is gonna blow your mind. It's gonna be so good, right? I initially saw this recipe, like a lot of them I find, on Pinterest, right? I'm not recreating the wheel here, people. I just like to introduce you to recipes that are out there. I tweak them a little bit for my own take on them. Like this, I'm making my own Alfredo because I don't like dirt Alfredo, so why not? This, you're just gonna start to like put it over a medium, heat and start to let it melt down. And we're gonna add a teaspoon of garlic powder, just a teaspoon, because we're gonna add that fresh garlic in too, and we don't want it to be too garlicky, right? Where's my teaspoon? Here's my teaspoon. Oh, that was a disaster avoided just now. So I'm just gonna sprinkle that in over that butter. Love the smell of garlic. And we're gonna put some black pepper in there too, but I'm gonna give it just a second. I shredded up my rotisserie chicken right there, put it on the side, and that, I'm telling you, that alone just saves so much time. And when you're in a hurry on the weeknight for something, it takes me longer to do these videos than it does for you to actually make the recipe. And I'm sure because these videos go so long, like 25, 30 minutes, you have to hit the fast forward button. You probably get sick and tired of listening to me talk. Oh, and these right here, these Parmesan crisps, they have nothing to do with this recipe. I just really, really like them. I make these homemade too, but I just saw these when I went to pick up that ranch mix. Oh my God. These are so good, you guys. Nothing to do with the recipe, but I just want to eat them. All right, so we're melting this butter down. I'm a horrible influence. Okay? I can't help it, you guys. I love food. It makes me happy. All right, so let's measure out our cream, our heavy cream. Normally I would use 2 cups of heavy cream, but I'm gonna start with 1.5 cups and see how we do, okay? So, sorry, I'm talking with my mouth full. I can't help it, those things are so darn good. Delicious. All right, so here, let's put another 1/2 cup. I am definitely not good for the waistline, am I? I'm always making you guys use heavy cream and butter. But butter makes everything better. Okay. So we've been attending a really nice church out here. I know that the Chaldean church has Mass on Saturday, and they have a couple Masses on Sunday. But they didn't have English-speaking Mass, from what I understand. Maybe I'm wrong. But we've been going to a church really close to our house. You guys, it's so beautiful, and everybody has just been so welcoming and nice. And I'm really happy that we have made this move. It's been a little difficult the first couple weeks getting adjusted, but I'm truly happy, and I've met so many amazing people. Everybody, all the Chaldeans in the area have messaged me and like been so welcoming and offered to, meet up or offered me help. The Chaldean church has been amazing. Father Royale, he's been amazing. There's just been so many people that I can't thank enough for making us you know, the transition just a little bit easier. And I just want to say thank you for that. I really appreciate more than you know. So, okay, now this is starting to melt. I have it up a little bit too high. I'm going to turn it down just a little tiny bit. It smells amazing. And we're going to add a cup of Parmesan to this. Cup of Parmesan cheese into your Alfredo. Bam, there it goes. Oh, I think I just stole Emeril Lagasse's line. Bam, right? Didn't he used to say that? Okay, add a little bit more because that wasn't quite a cup. Put that on the side. Because you're going to use some mozzarella and cheddar on the top of the casserole. Yeah, it's a cheese fest up in here today. All right, here we go. Mix it in. I'm going to add a little bit of pepper. There we go. It smells really good. So when it starts to melt and thicken up, it's going to thicken. You want to keep stirring it. You don't want to leave this alone because you're going to scorch it if you leave it alone. I'm going to add about a 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper. Y'all know me, I love black pepper. And now we're going to throw in this package of ranch seasoning mix. Delicious. See where that takes us. And we're going to mix that in. Doesn't that sound crazy? Ranch dressing mix in your Alfredo sauce. But it's going to make that chicken taste amazing. The combination of the cheese and the chicken and the sauce. All right. So I'm going to just let this thicken up. I'm going to continue to stir it. And I'm going to pause just for a minute because I'm wasting time making you watch me do this. So I'm just going to pause just for a minute until I finish up our Alfredo. I'll hop back on. We'll finish it up. And we're going to throw it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes until it's nice and brown and bubbly on the top. And that's it. You can serve it with a nice salad or some vegetables, broccoli or whatever. So I'm going to pause just for a second and then I'll hop back on and we'll finish it up. Seriously, sometimes I scare myself. I get so distracted about what I'm doing that I fall off and forget. I have my garlic sitting here. My daughter's running in and out of the house because we have a pool now. So every 5 minutes, they're in and out of the house. All right, so I forgot about the garlic. I'm going to toss it in there, okay, and let it cook up a little bit. I almost forgot my favorite ingredient, the garlic. But it's starting to thicken up really nice, you guys. You really want to put that garlic in the beginning when you're sauteing that butter and kind of let that garlic cook off in the butter a little bit. It's going to be much better, okay? But it's not, it's going to be fine, okay? So I'm just going to finish it up. It's almost done. I wish you can see it. It's really starting to thicken, which is exactly what you want. So I'm going to finish. I'm going to pause and finish it up. I just wanted to let you know I forgot the garlic. Okay, so the sauce, I'm really happy with it. It's bubbly, it's thick. I'm going to go ahead and turn it off. I'm going to caution you, do not add salt to this, okay? Do not add salt to the Alfredo mixture because that ranch dressing mix has some sodium in it. It's going to taste overly salty if you add salt. So do not add salt, okay? The ranch packet takes care of it. So it looks really good. It smells amazing. I've got my chicken over here. I'm going to just move this out of the way really quick, the sauce, so that you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to bring back my noodles right there. This burner's really hot still, but that's all right. I'm going to take that shredded chicken that I shredded off that rotisserie chicken. I'm going to dump it in with my noodles right there. Let me get a big spoon. This is going to be good. All right, I'm just gonna mix the chicken. I shredded it, you know, just little shredded pieces. Mix it in with my noodles here. And we're gonna pour the sauce in over the chicken and the noodles. Okay, so here we go. I always use so many like tools in the kitchen, spatulas and whisks and all that. I end up having a big mess. Okay, so now I'm going to dump that ranch Alfredo mix right in with that chicken and noodles. Smells heavenly. And it probably took me about maybe 10 to 12 minutes to get it to thicken up. It's not going to happen right away. You're going to have to sit and use your whisk and stir it, okay? Don't rush it. So I'm going to go ahead and mix it right in. Smells good. I tasted that ranch Alfredo. It tastes delicious. I can't wait for all of it to be combined and taste it. So just stir it around until it's all coated. And now I'm gonna take, I have a 9 by 13 pan. I'm not even gonna be hungry by the time it's dinner because I've eaten about 1,000 of those Parmesan crisps. All right, so we're gonna put that, just set it on top of your stove and dump all of that into a 9 by 13 pan that you sprayed with cooking spray. You wanna make sure that you spray it. Okay, and get all the goodness out. All that Alfredo out of there. Yum. Okay, and then just spread it out in your 9 by 13. And then when it comes out, you can either top it with like chopped parsley or green onion. I'm gonna use green onions. I'm gonna chop some scallions and sprinkle it on the top because the onion's gonna make it taste delicious. And now we're gonna add some mozzarella. It calls for a cup. I'm not gonna go quite that heavy-handed because I use so much, you know, you had the Parmesan and then Alfredo, and that's enough. So we're just gonna use a little bit. I'm gonna do about maybe a half a cup on top. Good enough, right? Just enough to get it nice and bubbly and golden with the cheese. So a little bit of mozzarella. Bam. And now we're gonna do our cheddar. Like this. Get some cheddar on there. Oh my goodness gracious. See, it really doesn't take long. It takes me longer to make the video for you guys because I talk too much. Okay. There we go. There's not very much left in there. What the heck? Let's just do it. Why put that like tablespoon back in the fridge of cheese, right? Okay. And now we have our bacon here. And I'm just gonna go ahead and crumble it up. Usually I take a knife and chop it, but it's nice and crispy, so I can just crumble it over the top. And you're gonna cook this at 350 degrees for about 20 minutes until the cheeses are nice and melted and golden and bubbly. Yeah. What kind of food would you guys like to see me do? I mean, I know that you all really like when I do like the Chaldean food and stuff, but some days my daughter, you know, because I make it so much, I'm like, Mom, please don't make Chaldean food today. I love it so much. I would eat it every day of my life. But is there something that you would like to see me cook that I don't cook? Because I pretty much cook everything. All right, let's get rid of that. Wipe off my hands. And now it's done. It's gonna go in the oven, okay? This is kind of what it looks like. Easy, right? Super duper easy. I'm gonna throw it in there. I'm gonna leave it. That's it, I'm done. I'm done. I'm gonna let it bake for 20 minutes. I'm gonna pull it up, top it with some green onions, and dinner is served. So I'm gonna come back at the very end. I'll show it, you know, what it's like when it's all finished. We'll try it. We'll see if it's a thumbs up or a thumbs down. And that's it. So I'll see you guys in about 20 minutes. Okay, everybody, I just took it out of the oven. It really smells really good in here. I wanna show you what it looks like when you take it out of the oven. I'm making some broccoli with it just to have a little bit of green. Here it is, all done, all cooked. You can see that delicious cheese on the top. And I'm just gonna take some green onions. That's what I chose to use on the top of it. You could do parsley, just add a little color of something to the top, right? I'm gonna throw on some green onion, and that's gonna taste really good with every bite. I used 3 green onions and just chopped them up. Finishing up my broccoli there, and it's dinner time. I swear we're like blue hairs up in here. We do early dinners. We eat so early that by 7:30 at night, I'm starving again. Look at, there we go. Isn't that pretty, you guys? And it's gonna taste amazing. So that's it. That is the Ranch Alfredo bacon casserole, and super simple to throw together. You can have it done in less than half an hour, I'm sure of it. So I will see you later. I'm gonna go enjoy this delicious dinner. I'm gonna go sit out by the pool with the kids and Robbie, and I'll post the recipe below. I love you guys. Awafi. Thanks for everything. Thanks for sharing my videos and for all your beautiful comments and support. It means so much to me. I really do appreciate it. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.